Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this class, we will see what is the branches of the ethology. What is different branches which is in ethology we study. Ethology is the scientific study of animal behavior. Ethology means the study of behavior with scientific temperament. So, especially under natural condition. What is natural condition? In which they are living naturally. No man-made restriction or no man-made any environment provided to that particular animal. And if they any providation by human which is natural, not the intention to the study of the behavior, which is considered in natural condition. If it is there in our society or our state, there is dog living, they also consider a natural because we not make them to live there. They are living by their self. They are choose to live there. So that is the natural condition. It includes several branches. So we will see in detail about these branches. First one is behavioral ecology. So study behavior of wide variety of organisms in which observe animal in their natural habitat. As I say, nature in when we study the animal in their natural habitat, which is considered a behavioral ecology. So focus on ultimate mechanism. In this condition, our focus is ultimate mechanism. Means what is the ultimate purpose of any behavior? Why the behavior evolve? Ultimate is considered or connected with the evolution of the behavior. So explain the adaptive or biological significance of the behavior. So we will see significance. What is the main purpose? What is the main benefit they are getting at the end of the any behavior? Or how they are adapting, why they are adapting. So evolution is all about adaptation with the natural change. So this is the ultimate adaptive and evolutionary study of the behavior is considered behavioral ecology. Now ethoneurobiology, it is neuroscience which consider or study in the laboratory or human control study. Explain behavior through nerve system. How our nerve system is communicate to do some kind of behavior. And here we study about the sensory process, sensory system, in which central nerve system, how the central nerve system help or provide or do things. Okay, so works mainly on small laboratory animal. As I say, the laboratory experiment, and in laboratory we use small animal, easy to handle, and the result will be more take less time than particular big animal like elephant. If we use elephant as a study in laboratory, there will be very costly because maintaining that animal, handling that animal, and their reproductive cycle is also a very long. So we take small animal which can define the maximum animal will behave like that. Like if nerve system is present in us, then it is present in all most of the animal. So we can apply that knowledge on other animal also. And that's why it is considered a proximate mechanism. Means the what is the first step or first role or first condition, or what is the first purpose, means very first what they are, what, what they want to achieve in first act. Like if someone is hungry and their behavior is searching behavior for food, so that why they are doing so, what is first purpose of that behavior, it is to get some food. That is the proximate, and that behavior is controlled by our nervous system. Next one is ethogenetics. What is ethogenetics? As you can see, ethology, how it is influenced by the genetics. Behavior genetics, it also called behavior genetics. So study the genetic basis of the behavior is the ethogenetics. Use single gene or multiple gene inheritance models. Here somewhere the single gene is influence a particular behavior. Sometimes multiple gene incorporate in a single behavior. So we use this kind of inheritance model to identify the specific gene for a particular behavior. So aim, what is our aim? To establish a relationship between the gene and the behavior, how gene is related with particular behavior, like feeding behavior, sexual behavior, nesting behavior, parental care. This all are related with the gene activity and how they are related. This is all study in ethogenetics. Now ecoethology. What is ecoethology? Before this, first one we study behavioral ecology. So somehow this seems same. So see how it is different. Ecoethology and there is a behavioral ecology. Comparatively new branch, how study relationship between behavior and the environment component. Here we study about environment component and how they influence the behavior. So component are biotic is behavior, animal which are doing behavior, and abiotic are the factor like temperature, water availability and desert. This is how. And biotic means other animals surrounding by one animal is surrounding by many animals, other species of the animals. So how these interact with each other and how these interaction influence the behavior of the animal. This is study in the ecoethology, and in behavioral ecology we study how the animal adapt for any particular behavior, how the behavior evolve. That kind of study is done in behavioral ecology. So there is the difference between two. So two approaches here we use. One is focus on group of the species. Multiple species is our focus. Like one is deer one, second one is fox, third one is about like you can see lion. This all are different species. Lion means L. ठीक है. Focus on specific habit like desert or rainfall. And now this is the we focus on a single environment on different species. Here we study or focus, our focus is different environment and single species. Deer species, how deer species act or behave here, and how deer species, single species we are taking. same species, and how their behavior change according to the environment, how desert influence them, how rainforest influence them. So study behavior adaptation in similar habitat, in first condition similar habitat different species, and examine different within related species living in different habitat, but their species are related or similar. And also study variation in behavior within the same species. So this is how we can study the how the same species influence and have different type of behavior according to the environmental conditions across habitat like desert and rainfall. Now, behavioral physiology. What is the physiology behind the behavior? What different changes happen within the body, within the physiological condition? Ethophysiology. It is also called ethophysiology. It deals with physiological control system of the behavior, which is neuroethology or endocrinology. Endocrine means it is influenced by the hormones secreted by the same species or related species or different species, and how that physiological hormone is behave or change the behavior of other animal. So neuroethology is study of the sensory processes and central nervous system, as we also discuss about the ethoneurobiology. And next one is phylogenetic behavior. We will see this behavior in next class. Okay, bye bye, take care.